We had to make a bold move, and so we did. We removed 90,000 eBay listings from our largest eBay store, and today I'm going to tell you why we did it. So what's the problem? Well, for over a decade, we've run multiple eBay stores. It's ebbed and flowed depending on inventory and how the side hustle was fit into our family. But over the past 3 years, we shifted from side hustle to full-time hustle. And every month we've inched up our inventory, and we eventually got to 10,000, 30,000, 50,000, then nearly 100,000 listings. All good. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Not really. You see, sales were great on our primary eBay store. Lots of volume, lots of great transactions, and customer acquisition. In fact, we completed almost 35,000 transactions in 2024. 99.5% of them were perfect. But we had our fair share of lost shipments, screwed up orders, and just dumb mistakes. Regardless, we grew our business like a weed in 2022 and 23. But after 2 years of inventory building and seeing our store balloon to 95,000 listings, we started to see a disturbing trend unfolding. Stagnant inventory. Yeah, inventory that was stagnant. Like that dirty baby diaper that gets accidentally left underneath the crib and then, found 3 days later. But anyway, the stench was starting to fill the room. This was a problem because as resellers, we don't get paid to hold inventory. We get paid to sell inventory. As I was acquiring inventory the past 3 years, the superior items would sell. The decent items would slowly sell, and the rest of my stuff would find its way onto my shelves and collect dust with Wheezy. This is a problem that many resellers face, stagnant inventory. But here is where the dilemma really got interesting for me. You see, I realized that the stagnant inventory that I had wasn't exactly bad inventory. It was just forgotten inventory. We were buying pretty good stuff. I mean, just go take a look at some of our Chasing Cardboard episodes. We had simply just lost track of our approach with certain types of inventory. And ultimately, these types of items were just falling through the cracks. So what do? How do we handle something like this? What's our solution? We decided to do something extremely bold and just remove all of them. A complete reset. Almost 3 years of work deactivated in a matter of seconds. It was freeing. Well, for a few minutes. And then reality hit. What do we just do? I mean, look, there are a number of ways to solve the stagnant inventory problem on eBay. You can delist, relist, you can run promotions, you can reprice, and on and on. All of these we've tried in various degrees over the years. But ultimately for us, it came down to a matter of focus. The more aware and focused you are on your inventory, the more likely you are you're going to be able to sell it. And we wanted to regain some of that focus. So we spent the next 6 weeks reassessing what we had and answering some very important questions about our approach. What do we want this store to be? What type of store do we want to run? And what type of customer do we ultimately want to sell to? These are questions we didn't even think to ask 5 years ago, but definitely important questions to ask in the midst of success and growth. We settled on the following 4 principles. Number 1, let's not sell things that we don't enjoy. Number 2, let's focus on quality and less on quantity. Number 3, let's organize in a way that removes all these inefficiencies. And number 4, let's integrate live auctions and the associated stories as much as we can. I can't tell you how satisfying it is to come out of this on the other side. We've regained composure of our store, we've gained control over a large amount of inventory, and we've recalibrated some of our excitement. We know who our customers should be, and we know what we're selling to them, and we have no worries about our inventory sitting for the wrong reason. It's a game changer and a process I highly recommend that you do for your own reselling journey. So how can you do this for your own reselling business and not get too far down the path of stagnant inventory? Well, here are 3 quick ideas for you to consider. Number 1, understand what is not selling. You can easily dive into the eBay metrics and download an active listings traffic report. You can sort by various metrics, including click-through rate, total impressions, top 20 search results, and more. And all of these really just paint a clear picture of your inventory and the items that need your attention. Number 2 is just have a clear plan. How long do you want your inventory to sit? And what happens if it does sit for for 30, 60, 90 plus days. I mean, what are you gonna do? My personal cutoff is 90 days, but you may move that number up or down depending on what you're selling, and then run your promotions according to your plan. You're gonna be really surprised with what planned sales events will do for your inventory. And number 3, price like you're a reseller and not a storage facility. Now, before you get too excited, I'm not saying liquidate. I'm simply saying you should be pricing things to move out of your inventory. Detach yourself from the 99% of stuff in your inventory that you really don't care about and focus on moving it. If you do these 3 things, you're not going to find as many dirty diapers hiding in your closet. I promise. Oh, and if you're curious about live auctions, I put together a video explaining what we learned after selling on Whatnot for 6 months straight. Check it out right here.